Okay, law of cosines notes. Law of cosines is different. Law of cosines looks like this. And actually we kind of have like 3 different formulas here. So I'm gonna write the 2 other ones for you. A squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine A. There's another one. Or b squared equals a squared plus c squared minus 2ac cosine B. Those are your 2 kind of other formulas. It depends on what side or angle you're looking for, basically. Again, same rules apply. Side C is across from angle C, etc. So, solve the triangle. So I'm going to draw myself a triangle first. Label it W, X, Y. And they gave me side W is 8, side Y is 10, and angle X is 48 degrees. So you see here why we can't use law of sines, because we don't have a side and an angle to match up. We don't have that. So we have to use law of cosines. So let's decide what side I'm looking for. Well, let's look for side X. So since I'm looking for side X, I use this formula. That's like my side that I'm looking for. So that's my c squared. So I do x squared equals, and then I do my 2 other sides. 8 squared plus 10 squared minus 2 times 8 times 10. And then cosine the angle of the side I'm looking for. So I'm looking for x, so my angle is 48. This I can plug straight in my calculator as one line. Watch. 8 squared plus 10 squared minus 2, 8, 10, cosine 48. And when I plug that in, I get 56.9. So x squared equals 56.9. And all I gotta do is take the square root of that, and I get x equals 7.55. So that side is 7.55. So again, I'm looking for 3 answers. X, and then I want angle Y, and I want angle W. Yeah. So I've got 7.55 already, and I need 2 more angles. Now that I have a side and an angle to match up, because I already found X, I'm going to use law of sines, because law of sines is a lot easier. So I'm going to do sine 48 over, we just got it, 7.55 equals sine, solve for y, over my side that goes y is 10. Now I get to cross multiply, inverse that thing, and when I do that I get y is 79.83 degrees. Once I have 2 angles, I can find the third one, 52.17. Okay, let's do a different one. Solve for triangle ABC. So draw yourself a triangle ABC. Angle B is 34 degrees. Side A is 11. Side C is 14. So you see again, we don't have a side and an angle that match up. So we have to use law of cosines. So if I'm looking for side B, because I already have angle B, let's use this formula up here, the one that we wrote. So B squared equals 11 squared plus 14 squared minus 2, 11, 14, cosine 34. Again, plug that straight into your calculator. Unless you got a funky Casio, I think. All the other ones work like that. And when I do that, I get B equals, what I get, 7.85. Side B is 7.85. Now I need angle A and I need angle C. 2 other angles. Once I have one match, I'm going to use law of sines. Sine 34 over 7.85 equals sine A over my side A, 11. Cross multiply this, sine inverse, you get angle A is 51.6 degrees. Then I can find, once I have two angles, I can find my third one by adding them all to be 180 and get 94.4. A surveyor is measuring a lot for a land developer. The triangular shaped lot is bordered by two streets. Okay, triangular shaped. Let's do that. Bordered by two streets. The two streets intersect at an angle of 110. Okay, let's put that on there. 110 degrees. Call this intersection point A. Oh, good, it names it for us. The distance from A to corner 2, I'll call this corner 2, is 175. The distance from A to corner 3 is 142. Due to a pond that runs through the back of the lot, the surveyor is unable to directly measure the third side. Find the length of the third side. And draw. We already drew. Okay, perfect. So law of sines, we're trying to find this side. So we'll call it a squared equals 175 squared plus 142 squared minus 2, 175, 142, cosine 110. That's a long one. Plug that in your calculator. Take the square root. That side is 260.36 feet. Distance here that you can find. Heron's formula for side, side, side of a triangle. You can find the area of a triangle using this formula. So you have A, B, and C. Those are my side lengths. And then S is called a semi-perimeter. And this is the formula for S. So the first thing I'm going to do is get S for this example. So S equals, and I'm going to add these together, 5 plus 8 plus 11 divided by 2. And when I do that, I get 12. So then my area is S, and then it's S minus the first one, S minus the second one, S minus the third one. Multiply these four numbers together, take the square root, you get your area to be 18.33. Second one, do the same thing, S. So add these three together, 21 plus 17 plus 29, divide by 2, and I get 33.5. Well, that's not as nice of a number. And then for this, I'm going to do, my formula is the first one, so 33.5. Then I do 33.5 minus 21. 33.5 minus 17. 33.5 minus 29. Take the square root of that number, and I get my area to be 176.3. Is that it? Ah, it is.